Good afternoon, everyone. Chief Meteorologist James Zahara here in the Storm Track 8 Weather Center. Glad you can join us on the 8+ app regarding our weather situation that we expect to see as we not only go through the afternoon, but more importantly, going into the evening. And we plan on giving you that update as far as especially road conditions are concerned as we head into the evening hours on our 4, 5, 6 o'clock newscast, even at around 10 o'clock. We'll also be doing another update here on the 8+ app as we get to about 8 p.m. this evening. Of course, that's really the big news going into the evening hours, with the potential of seeing a light accumulation of ice in most of our hometowns. Of course, we'll be keeping an eye on those roadways, not only on our side here, but meteorologist Morgan Strackbine, she will be in the Beast, and she'll give us a good eye view as far as what is taking place on some of those roadways, especially some of the major interstates in and around the Quad Cities itself. Let's go right to the satellite loop here and show you that we have a whole bunch of clouds around the area, but not much as far as the precipitation that is going on. We have been noticing is areas around Des Moines County, right down here, they did report a little bit of some spotty freezing drizzle. So light when you're dealing with drizzle, it doesn't really get detected so much. So we're kind of relying on the way we're saturating that air in the atmosphere from top to the bottom, meaning from the base of the ceiling of the cloud to all the way to the ground itself. So once we saturate that, even though we may not see it so much on the radar, we may be noticing that in the form of that drizzle or freezing drizzle, given the conditions that we are expected to see. Now, as far as roadways are concerned this afternoon, as we spot up our road conditions right now around eastern Iowa and northwestern Illinois, that's a good color to see, of course. That's all green. So any plans you have to do this afternoon, all the way to about 4 or 5 o'clock, I think you're going to be just fine. Because keep in mind, this air near the surface is pretty dry. So we have to saturate that air all the way down to the ground for us to see some of that possible light glaze of accumulation to be taking place. And that's why we've been talking about and stressing for these past few days as far as seeing that impact likely begin in hometowns just to our south around 5 p.m. and then kind of blossom slowly northward through the evening hours until the threat pretty much comes to an end by around midnight. So you definitely want to drive with caution if you get on those untreated roadways, bridges, overpasses, even those neighborhood streets and sidewalks, driveways. Those are always a big concern when you're dealing with this maybe light glaze that may be taking place. Give yourself enough distance between you and even the car behind you as well. This is kind of what, I'm going to pop this up here. This is kind of what we're still looking at as far as the possible glaze that's going to be taking place. Really hasn't changed from this morning, as meteorologist Andrew Stusky brought up during his show, as well as during his Ask Andrew Live portion as well. You can see mainly around the southeastern 2/3 of our area, going to expect that light glaze. There are some hints still. The area is just south and east of the Quad Cities, from around, I would say, from Monmouth to Galesburg, Kewanee, right through Princeton, even around LaSalle, Peru. We could be talking about near 1/10 of an inch of ice accumulation. And anytime we get to that much accumulation, you know, that's where things could get really dicey on those untreated rural areas. So that's always a big concern as well. And even though we may not see it on the highways, if the amounts are much less, if you happen to park your car outside during the evening hours and you want to get out, especially by tomorrow morning, and we're going to have to do a little chiseling. Let's put it that way, because of that glaze that may be developing on your windshields come tomorrow morning. So just keep that in mind. And the good news is by tomorrow morning is I do believe that the roads are going to be just fine for the morning commute. This is what we see come this evening at 5 p.m. And of course, we keep an eye on that ground temperature too. And you can see it is just below freezing. So any type of moisture that does impact that ground is going to freeze. Okay, that's why we have this weather impact alert for the possibility of this light freezing drizzle or freezing rain. What I always like to look at too is what's going to go on for our morning commute. And you can see by 5 o'clock in the morning, that ground temperature actually gets above freezing. That's a good sign, and that's why I think we're not going to have to worry too much when it comes to early tomorrow morning or so. I'm going to go ahead and pop up our future track here and show you the difference with the green representing the rain and that kind of magenta color that we see. And you notice how that system kind of, and I'm going to backtrack here a little bit here. That's a little fast, and it may be a little hard to see that kind of pinkish color there, but this is around like about 6 o'clock. And you can see how most areas are going to be experiencing that. The green, south of the line from Burlington, Galesburg to even around Princeton. And it really doesn't change all too much until we get to maybe sometime around midnight or so. That's where all that moisture will make its way off to the east. Not too much left behind. Could be dealing with a little passing drizzle or even freezing drizzle event, but otherwise things should be coming to an end as we get to about midnight or so, allowing for the rest of the night to look just cloudy, with temperatures expected to only drop maybe around 29 or 30 degrees. In fact, if we went ahead and show you the temperatures overnight, they shouldn't be dropping too much. I mean, the air still will be fairly saturated, but not enough that it will cause any slick spots going into tomorrow morning. Numbers are only going to be dropping right around 30 degrees. And then as we head into our Thursday, all that moves its way off to the east. We get a lot of sunshine tomorrow, and once again, we'll see those temperatures warm up nicely. In fact, it's going to be the week's warmest as we're still looking at those numbers expected to climb right around 40 degrees. So once again, winter weather impact, I like to call it, our Storm Track 8 winter weather impact alert going on for this evening. We have another weather impact alert, though, going into Saturday, because the situation that we're looking at come this evening just may, given what we're seeing right now, may happen on Saturday. And we're really focusing definitely on the first half of the day before it begins to dwindle going into Saturday afternoon. A rain, snow, freezing rain event could be taking place given the amount of moisture that we're looking at come Saturday. And then after that, things begin to really calm down across the area. Once again, we will keep you updated here on the 8+ app regarding our weather forecast going into this evening. Of course, on 4, 5, and 6, even our 10 o'clock show will give you the latest update of what we see on the radar itself, any reports that we may be getting from chasers out there that may be seeing some of the roads and how bad or how good they are. And more importantly, we'll have meteorologist Morgan Strackbein. She will be in the beast, and she will certainly keep us updated on what she's seeing from her side as far as some of the roadways around town itself. So once again, we'll keep you updated, and next time we'll be talking about some of the weather going on around here. We'll be on the current coming up at 4 o'clock. So we hope to see you then.